Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. So today what I've got for you is a 30-minute beginner's workout, full body. Whenever you're in a time crunch, you come in, crush it, hit all the major muscle groups, and get back to your busy days. So let's get into it. First exercises I have for you is we're gonna be doing a superset between kettlebell goblet squats and a kettlebell upright row. So with the goblet squats, as you can see here, what we're doing is we're making sure that our chest is high, our legs are wide, but that our knees are traveling over top of our toes. We're holding the kettlebell up just underneath of our chin, above our chest, comfortable. And what this does is it has the weight up in front of us, so if you don't have very strong quads, you can actually get a little bit more into depth as well with this. Immediately after finishing your goblet squats, I want you to go into an upright row. So for this exercise, what you're gonna do is typically you're gonna use 2 to 3 fingers inside the kettlebell. You're gonna roll your shoulders forward and you're gonna be driving your elbows upwards. Main muscle groups that we're hitting with the upright row is your shoulders up here and your delts, a little bit of traps as well. Now note that your delts, the entire function of those muscles is just to move your upper arm bone, your humerus, up and down. So it doesn't matter how high your hands travel, only how high your elbows travel. So again, with this, make sure that your hands aren't going above your elbows and that you're just driving your elbows upwards. If you need any additional instruction for the upright rows, check the link in the description for the extra walkthrough. For your next 2 exercises, what we're gonna be doing is a kettlebell deadlift, and we're gonna be doing a flutter kick or lying leg lifts, depending on your skill levels. So with these kettlebell deadlifts, what you're gonna be doing is you're gonna be holding the kettlebells in front of your body like so, and as you go closer to the ground, you're gonna make sure that your hips are pushed back, and you get a lot of knee flexion as well. With this, to make sure you have good form, you wanna make sure that your chest is up. Now when I say chest up, what I'm actually signifying for you to do is to engage all those muscles in your back so that your spine is protected. So then, as your chest is up, you're dropping down to the floor, good form. You should be feeling this more in your posterior chain. After your deadlifts are finished, you have your mat down on the ground, you're gonna be lying down to do some flutter kicks. Now, flutter kicks are really good for some lower abdomen. If you have a lot of hip flexor issues, this might not be the best exercise for you. If you find that the flutter kicks are a little too easy for you, what we have here is a slightly less modified version, and we'll be doing the lying leg lifts. As you can see here, I'm actually lifting my pelvis off the ground as well every time that I lift my feet up. Keeping my feet together, moving nice and slow and controlled, and not letting them touch the ground until I was finished. All right, so for the third set of exercises, what we're gonna be doing is we're coming over here to the assisted chest dip and the assisted pull-up machine. So with the assisted chest dip, what we're gonna be doing for this is the first step is to make sure that the handles are as wide as you need them for your body. So personally myself, I like to have one of these handles twisted in, one of them twisted out. I find that that fits me very well. As I climb up onto the pad, I'm going to be making sure that my knees are very close to the front end of the pad and that I am leaning over top. As I drop down into the rep, I'm gonna be moving down slow and controlled, and I'm gonna be stopping when I believe that my elbows are at around a 90-degree angle. Going any deeper than this over a long period of time can almost certainly cause some shoulder issues, and nobody wants any shoulder issues, so I avoid going any deeper than this. After your chest dips are done, what we're gonna be doing is we're actually gonna be doing a chin-up variation on the assisted pull-ups. When I'm changing this weight stack, what this is actually doing is it's taking body weight off of the lift to make it easier for me. So find whichever kind of weight that you need in order to do these. When I'm performing the chin up, I'm actually gonna be grabbing the inside handles instead of the outside handles. So what this is gonna do is this is gonna allow me to bias my lats a little bit more. Knee placement with the chin ups, I'm gonna be having my knees as far forward on the pad as possible. I am also gonna be then pushing my hips forward, and I'm gonna have my chest up and back and a slight arch in my back as well. As I pull up towards the ceiling, I'm only gonna pull up so that my chin is close to about my hand height, but I don't need to go any higher than that. Any higher than that, you are risking putting extra torque on your wrists. We don't need any issues with that. With the chin-ups, always make sure that you're going nice and slow and controlled. Make sure with both the chest dips and the chin-ups that you're going nice, slow and controlled through both the eccentric and the concentric. For the fourth and final set of exercises, what I have for you here now is the seated chest press and a bent over barbell row. So as you can see here with the chest press, you wanna make sure that you set the seat at the appropriate height so that your hands and your elbows fit appropriately when you have them tucked. The next thing you wanna make sure though is that the back of the seat is slanted appropriately. If you have it too far forward, you're gonna be hitting a little bit more of your upper chest. If you have it too far back, you're gonna be hitting lower chest. Being that you're relatively new into the gym though, you don't need to worry about any of those types of nuances, so I would recommend just having it set relatively close to the center. To get set up into the chest press machine, what you're going to do is you're gonna go in back first, put your hands onto the handles before you go sit down, and then as you sit down, you're gonna notice there's a large chance that your shoulders are gonna be lifting. So once your shoulders are lifted, your hands are in place, we're gonna depress our shoulders down. And what that is doing is it's engaging your lats and making sure that all the other supported muscles are engaged to support you through the movement. Once we're here, we're gonna make sure that our elbows are down and tucked in line with our hands, and we're just gonna press through. Notice I do a small rocking motion here before I actually start doing any reps. I feel that out, and then I start pushing through, and I can feel the exercise really good. Immediately following your chest press, you're gonna be grabbing your barbell, and I want you to be doing an overhand grip, which is called pronated. Now with this, you're going to stand upright, chest up high. Again, that's engaging all the muscles in your back to protect your spine. You're going to hinge at your hips. You bend your knees a little bit if you need to for comfort, but then you're going to be rowing the barbell into your lower chest. Now with this, you'll notice I have my shoulders rotated in so that my elbows are pointed outwards. This is to ensure that I'm able to hit my upper back appropriately and that more of my joints are aligned. That was today's 30-minute quick workout. I recommend hitting these exercises 2 to 3 sets, anywhere between 8 to 15 reps. Anywhere in that rep range would be nice and comfortable for you. Remember, the closer you get to failure, the more adaptation you're gonna get. But don't push yourself too hard that you're gonna be too sore tomorrow to be able to wanna come back. So thanks for checking out the video. I'll catch you guys next week. Peace.